Hello and welcome to my channel Study with Pradipto. So today in this video I will explain how to deploy the service agent into the Experience Cloud. So in the previous video I already saw that how you can create the service agent. So in this video I will explain that how to deploy your agent into the Experience Cloud. So these are the 7 steps. So first you have to enable the Omni channel. So what is Omni channel? So you have to create the Omni channel to route the work items, means the chat or message, to your available agents based on the availability and capacity. So first you have to come to the setup and you have to search the Omni channel. So this is the Omni channel. So you have to click Omni channel setting, and then you have to enable the Omni channel setting, and you have to turn on this button, that is enhanced Omni channel routing. Now your next step is to create the routing configuration. So what is routing configuration? So it determines how the work items are prioritized and how it are allocated to the agents. Like for instance, if you think like more than one service agent is there in your org, then how the work items are routed to the agent, or if so many users are accessing your service agent, so how much capacity, means agent's capacity, one chat can take. So you can specify that in your routing configuration. So see how to create the routing configuration. So you have to search routing configuration. So here you have to click new. Then you have to give a name to your routing configuration. Like I am giving routing configuration 1. Now I have to select the routing priority, means if more than one service agent is there, so which agent will take the task. Okay, so you have to mention the routing priority. Now the routing model, you have to select most available, so my agent will be available for the most of the time. Now here this is the capacity type. Now between these two you have to mention 1. So percentage of capacity means how much the agent's capability one chat can take. So for now I am just giving the units of capacity as 1. Okay, now I am clicking save. So this is my routing configuration. Now the next task is to create the fallback queue. So the fallback queue is a backup queue where the work is sent if no agent is available. Means you can select a human agent, means if any task can't be done by the agent, then it can transfer the task to the human agent. So see how to create the fallback queue. So you have to search queue here. Now you have to click new. Then you have to give a name. So I am giving fallback Q1. Okay. Now here you have to select the routing configuration that you have already created. So search it. So here you will find this is the routing configuration you created. Now here you have to select the available objects. So for now I am selecting the messaging session. Why? Because if your agent transfer the work to your human agents and the human agents wants to see the previous chat between the user and the agent, then in these objects the chat will be stored. So the human agent can able to see the previous chat. Now here you have to select the users, means the queue member you have to select. Time being I am selecting only my system admin user. Now I am selecting save. So this is the way to create the fallback queue. Now the next task is to create the inbound omnichannel flow. Now the inbound omnichannel flow is created because it will control how the incoming work item, like two options is there, one is phone, another is message, is routed to the agent. So see how to create the inbound omnichannel flow. You have to search flow here, and you have to go to this flow, and you have to click the new flow. Then here you have to select the omnichannel flow. So you can search here. This is the omnichannel flow. So your first task is to create one resource variable to take the input from the agent. Okay, means when the user will ask anything to the agent, so that will be routed to the agent by this input variable. So click new resource, and here you have to select the variable. Now give any name. So for now I am giving record ID. Now the data type will be text, and as you are taking the input, so you have to click this checkbox available for input. Now you have to select done. Now here you have to take one element, and the element name will be route work. Okay, so it will route your work to your agent. So give any name, route work to service agent. Okay, so I am giving this name. Now here you have to select single, and in the record ID variable you have to select the record ID, the variable you created. Now here you have to select the service channel. So two option is there. One is the phone, another is the messaging. So in this two way you can route your work to your service agent. So for now I am selecting messaging. Now I am routing my task to a Agentforce service agent. So I have to select Agentforce service agent here. Now Agentforce service agent means it is asking the name. So this is the name of my service agent, that is train ticket assistant. So select this. Now here you have to select the queue, means if any task can't be done by the agent, so it will route, means it will transfer the task to your human agent. So for that reason you have to give the fallback queue name. So this is my fallback queue, that is fallback queue 1. So this is your task. Now you have to save the flow. So give the name, that's route to train ticket service agent. So this is my flow name. So I am clicking save. Now I have to activate this omni-channel flow. Now your next task is to create the messaging channel, and finally you have to activate it. So why you have to create the messaging channel? So it is a communication channel like WhatsApp or SMS where the customers can interact with your agent. So through this messaging channel, the customer will interact with your agent through the Experience Cloud. So here you have to search messaging settings. So here you have to turn this on, this toggle button. So your next task is to create a new channel. So click this new channel. Now here you have to select start. Now you have to select enhanced chat, because in the Experience Cloud you will see a component that is embedded messaging. So for that you have to select this enhanced chat. Now you have to give the channel name. So I am just giving my first channel. Okay. Now I am selecting web here. Okay, so you can select mobile also, but this is website, so I am selecting web. Now here you have to select the domain name. You have to give the domain of your digital experience site, means your Experience Cloud site domain you have to write here. Now you know that means how to create the experience page. So how to copy the link, you have to search all sites here, and from here you will find your site. So this is my sites, so I have to copy this link from here, and in this messaging channel I have to paste this link, and then I have to remove https:// so it will be my domain. Okay, now I have to click next. Then I have to select the routing type. So as we create the omni-channel flow, so we have to select omni flow. Now here the flow definition means we have to give the name of the flow. Okay, so this is my flow, route to train ticket service agent. Now I have to select the fallback queue here. So this is my fallback queue. So fallback queue 1 I have to select. Then I have to click save. So it will take some time and it will create your channel. So this is the channel, just you created this channel, that is my first channel. So here you can see all the omni flow, the flow definition, and the fallback queue is selected. So your next task is to create the embedded service deployment. So you have to create your embedded service deployment to embed the chat or messaging widget in your website. Means to see the icon, the messaging icon in your Experience Cloud, you have to create the embedded service deployment. Now see how to create embedded service deployment. So you have to search embedded service deployments, and here you have to click this new deployment. So you have to select enhanced chat, then you have to select next. Then as we are doing for web, select web and click next. Then here you have to give a name. So first deployment I am giving. Next here the API name will auto populate. Next you have to give your domain name. So this is your domain name. Okay, now you have to give the messaging channel name. This is my channel, my first channel. Now you have to click save. So this is your first deployment. Now here you have to publish this. So now your last task is to add the CORS URL. So the CORS URL you have to add for the security settings. So it allows your experience site domain to access the Salesforce resource safely. So see how to add the CORS URL. Now to add CORS URL, you have to come to the setup and you have to search in the quick find CORS. Now here you have to add the domain link of your Experience Cloud page. So you have to go to the all sites and here you will find your domain sites URL. So this is the URL. So that URL you have to add in the CORS. So click new and here you have to add this site link. Okay. Now you have to click save. So then your task is to go to all sites to add the component in your Experience Cloud page. So this is the page and this is the builder. So coming to the builder, here in the component section, you will find a component that is embedded messaging. This is the component embedded messaging. You can search as well. So you have to add that embedded messaging here. Now you have to select the web deployment. So it is fast deployment automatically selected. So if it is not, then you have to manually select this. Now this is your chat icon. Now you have to click publish to publish your page. Now you have to log in via your external user to see how this chat icon is working. So here you have to log in to your external user. Now here you will see the chat icon. So if you click this chat icon, you can see your service agent will join. Okay, like train ticket assistant join. Now you can write anything like hi, I am AI service assistant, how can I help you? So this is the first message agent is giving. So you can write like I want to book a ticket. Now see how the agent will respond. So you see that's here to book the ticket. I need the following details: your name, your age, and your gender. Now suppose you give any name, like I am giving Pratus. So this is a name I am giving. Now see how it will respond. So got it. Now could you please provide your age? So just I am giving 23. Now see how it respond. Yeah, thanks. Now confirm your gender. So I am giving male. Okay. Now see your ticket has been successfully booked. Your PNR number is 10021. Now, if you check here in the reservation object, you will find in PNR number 10021, it is your ticket. If you select, so Pratyush is the name, age is 23, gender is male, okay, and the booking status is confirmed, and this is the date I booked the ticket. Now, suppose you want to cancel the ticket via the agent, so you write, I want to cancel my ticket. Now, see how the agent will respond. So to cancel your ticket, I will need two of the following details: the PNR number, that is 10021, and the cancellation reason. Okay. So for the cancellation reason, I write changed plan. Okay. Now see. Yeah, your ticket has been successfully cancelled. Okay. Now, if you go here and you refresh the page, see. Yeah. So this is the cancellation reason, changed plan, and the booking status is changed to cancelled. So that's it. So if you like the video, you get some knowledge, then please like and share the video, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.